This is Kenneth Vigue, and I stand before you a bit of an emotional wreck because we just hit the goal, and I just can't find the words to express how grateful I am. But I want to convey the deepest of thanks, love, and appreciation for the outpouring of support to the medical GoFundMe I'd set up for Travis and myself after hitting a wall and not knowing what to do. Over $19,000 was donated in just 4 days from people all over the world. I imagine my uncharacteristic outburst of emotion, vulnerability, and pain was startling to many of you, but as I've discovered from all too many of you who personally reached out, both caregiving and mental health itself is a heavy burden. We wear a mask, carry burdens of our own so we can shoulder those of a loved one. It's one I've carried for many, many years now. Like all things in life, the pain, the trials of the soul, and the journey itself always has a silver lining when you look for it. For me, out of the journey with my husband Travis's mental health, finding answers, finding help, treatment, and hope, also bore unexpected fruit of light and hope of its own. Out of the powerlessness I've felt watching, not being able to fix or heal him, I poured all of that emotion into every word written and performed, every soundscape, every moment, and orchestration for what you listen to at the podcast. But more than that, my hope and faith that answers would be found led to the creation of the Fallout for Hope charity initiative that this year passed over $500,000. This amazing, beautiful community has raised for causes that matter, to do nothing more than to help other people who need it. What I couldn't do for myself or us, I at least could help find refuge in us being able to help others. I'm no stranger to mental health troubles of my own, and part of that has always been me struggling with my own self-worth. I've always written from the heart, love telling stories in hope that they'll connect with people. Yet I'm always startled when one of you reaches out to personally say how much this show has meant to you, how it's helped you through caregiving, mental health struggles of your own, toxic relationships, late night shifts at gas stations or factories, or even just car rides on dark stretches of road, hauling loads, or even just finding where you belong in the world. It's hard for me to talk about emotion, harder still to accept appreciation, praise, and love from others, but I'm trying. I'd like to think I'm good with words, but honestly, I can't find enough of them, or even ones that can truly convey how deeply, deeply Travis and I thank you. I thank you. I don't even know what to say, but I will say this. I know many of you fight demons of your own, far more real than even Mr. Dark himself. Never give up. Never stop fighting, and never ever think no one sees you and that no one would care if you weren't here, because I would. Our world would be a lot less darker if we all realized that despite politics, faith, ideology, sexuality, identity, the color of our skin, and where we were born, are all top-level window dressing above the naked truth that we are all just beautiful, fragile souls clinging to a speck of rock hurtling through an infinite space, barely a blip on the cosmic vastness of time. I don't know where you are sitting right now. If you're working somewhere alone in more ways than one, surrounded by family in a car, or making yourself your best self at a gym. But always remember, we are someone to someone. I will always talk to or listen to any of you who reach out to me. What you've done for us is a debt I can never repay, but in the very least know that if you need someone to see you in this vast, screaming world, I do. I'm never going anywhere. The work that I promised to keep doing for others isn't going anywhere. The work that this community has done and will do for others is just getting started. I will never, ever forget what you have done for us. Thank you.